Good evening everyone, it's Brandon here from the Pilot Stud channel. I hope you're doing well. In tonight's Microsoft Flight Simulator news video, we are covering the first major update on the Bluebird Simulations 757 this year, the PMDG 777 and plenty more. So if you have not done already, be sure to like and subscribe, and if you have done that, you're awesome. Let's get into the news. Kicking it off with LatinVFR, who develop payware for PC and Xbox. Not the highest standard, but they are consistent. They have provided a little update on both their A330s, of which we're talking about the A330-900neo, which has been released and indeed updated, as well as the unreleased A330ceo, as well as news on the unreleased Airbus A340-300, which I know many of you are looking forward to. Now, as I said, I will say LatinVFR, well, their products are definitely not the most detailed, but I am still looking forward to the A340 personally, and I know they're popular with the wider sim community. Anyway, the team have stated that once they've sorted out the current update of the A330-900neo, their full attention will turn to the completion and release of the Airbus A340, with the A340-300 being the first variant out. So good news there, and if you're looking slightly more into the future with the Airbus A330ceo, current engine option, you'll also have not one, not two, but three engine options, all of which will be modelled by LatinVFR. So that's the General Electric, the Pratt & Whitney, or indeed the Rolls-Royce. So if you're a turbo fan of that, it's good news. Feel free to unsubscribe for that terrible pun. Now, Robert Radazzo from PMDG has, within the last few hours, presented us with some fantastic internal previews of their highly anticipated Boeing 777, and they'll be working on the 200 and 300 variant by the looks of things. Now, showcasing some normally unloved parts of the cockpit, we've seen the team's dedication to getting the details right, from placards and safety notices galore to high-vis jackets stuffed away, ready for the crew to forget upon arriving on the gate. Trust me, that is the pain of my life. Anyway, it does look like there is not too much more to say, as we're looking at areas that aren't really flight critical, so most of the time you're not going to be in the sim staring at all this stuff you're seeing on the screen, but what it does show is their attention to detail. It looks very nice, and as we've heard before, performance should be excellent as well. So in terms of running on your system, it should be very similar to the 737 performance. It's certainly one to keep your eye out for. I cannot wait to see it. Now, moving on to Bluebird Simulations, after some brief radio silence, we have an extensive update covering almost every aspect of this project, which is supposedly affordable payware for PC and Xbox. Now, many of you will have heard me say time and time again that this was a 2023 release. Obviously, that never came to fruition, but it is their intention to release this payware Boeing 757, 200 and 300 in the current year. There has been some delays in progress due to team retirements, and I'd like to wish Eric from Bluebird Simulations a very happy retirement. And indeed, there has been delays due to a change in tact of the Bluebird Simulations team. The 757 is now being developed with the intention of making it high fidelity. Some would call that study level, but for all intents and purposes, it means the team are going to endeavour to make this as realistic as Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 allows, which means some aspects are indeed being built from the ground up again explaining the delay. Now, uber realistic features from the previews in the video include realistic circuit breaker simulation, which of course plays a significant role in the simulation of failures, as well as IRS simulation, which is a system of basically how the plane finds out where it is. Frankly, I am just so impressed with the curved CRT screens on the CDU, which is the FMC, or flight computer I should say, for the 757. Now, we also learn that the team are working with Navigraph, so you can expect Navigraph integration from the start, which of course works for both PC and Xbox. It's a very handy tool, so extra brownie points there. It is really an extensive update. I'd recommend you check out the video down below to learn about the plethora of features and plans they have for this aircraft. Of course, I've linked it down below. I know delays can be annoying, but it seems like there is good reason behind it, and I know it will be worth the wait. So kudos to the whole Bluebird Simulations team. And as a little side note here, if you're wondering how I've managed to fly an Airbus A340 in the background of this video, it is nothing more than a Flight Sim X Convert, so pretty much just a flyable static model with a few animations tucked in there. It's not the best, but if you want to give it a go, the flightsim.to link is down in the description below. Of course, it is PC only. And to finish up, BlueMesh have previewed 2 out of the 6 aircraft they will be releasing this year. If you're unfamiliar with this development team, they've released a variety of aircraft for the sim, some payware, some freeware, most notably the massive Hughes H4 Super Goose. Sorry, that's completely wrong. I'll try that again. Most notably the Hughes Spruce Goose, which is the H4 Hercules. And that came out with the 40th anniversary update. Anyway, they've confirmed they will be working on a new historic glider. It's the French-made Castel C25C, and this will be payware. And their work continues on the Alpha Jet, another French aircraft, although a bit more modern than the glider. And by the looks of it, that may or may not be freeware. I don't really know what they're doing there. It also looks like the team will be continuing on with their partnership with Asobo and Microsoft this year, so watch this space. On that note, that's all we have time for today. It's been a very good update video, a lot of great news, and I'm really looking forward to every single project I've talked about in this video, to be honest with you, and I hope you are too. If you have enjoyed this video, do be sure to like, comment and subscribe if you're a long time viewer or subscriber of the channel. I really do appreciate you. There's plenty of pilot stud content to look forward to across this year. Happy flying, I'll see you soon, bye bye.